Hey guys, this is Mike Cavers with Strobe Sport, the owner and CEO. Hey, I wanted to go over something in regards to focus. And for coaches, it's something you can't do. I hate to say that. You can work on their strength, you can work on their speed, you can work on their mechanics, you can work on their strategy, you work on their game planning. But once it gets to that game situation, you can't control what's going through that athlete's brain. What are they capturing? What stimuli? What are they processing? How fast are they processing it? So it's like we can lead a horse to water is what we're doing, but can we make them drink? So one of the things I ask my athletes, I say when they're playing really well, what's going through your head? And they'll look and they'll say, in other words, they'll say nothing. I just see and react. And I said, all right, that's fantastic. That's how we want you to perform all the time. Now, when you're performing poorly, what's going through your head? And then they start listing things, my mechanics this, and the ref or the ump made a bad call, or, I performed badly the last couple of plays or a couple of plate appearances. And so now what happens is that we got this extra stuff that they're processing, not just the stuff they need to, the relevant, I call it the filet mignon, because it's nice and lean, we don't need anything else. They start processing all this extra, so two things happened. One, it dilutes the good info we should have with a bunch of stuff we don't have in, a bunch of fat and stuff that doesn't help us perform in this moment. Plus, it takes longer to process all this extra stuff. So now our reaction time suffers. When we were going good, we were just getting the filet mignon, and now we're processing a whole bunch more. So now we're in our funk, in our slump, whatever you call it, and now the coaches say, now we got to change you. We got to change your batting stance. We got to change this stuff. And it's really, again, it's not the mechanics you can change, coach. It's their focus and how can they do that. So what we want to do is to clear their head. We want to clear their rear view mirror, I call it, because a lot of athletes will go and into that next play, they're bringing what happened in the rear view mirror, and that's what they're processing. So we need to clear that brain, and when we go forward, what is it that I need to see moving forward? Well, coach, as I said, you can't do that. You can lead them, but you can't make the brain have to turn on the electricity and do those things. So a couple things we can do is do the strobe training and the strobe training glasses with the flashing. A couple things happen. So when the lenses are clear, the brain's got to work super fast to get its info before it closes. All right, so we do that over and over, and we can actually train the brain to work faster and faster and faster the longer we put the strobe on there. Once we take them off, everything seems slower. It's not slower, it's just that our brain is working and processing faster. The other thing about training with the glasses is when they're open, is that the brain has to get more picky about the info that it captures. So it's learning to get the relevant information, but more importantly, it's learning to ignore the stuff it doesn't need. So that's where we're going to get to that moment like I just see and react. So we get faster brain, we can get better information that we're processing over and over and over, and we're able to perform better. So it's really simple in a way. The better information our brain gets and the faster it processes it, the more likely we will be in a position to be successful. When our information is late or incomplete or wrong, we're going to be less consistent. So let's create the best information we can through the brain and do that consistently. We'll be able to perform consistently. One other thing with the strobe glasses is that it is putting resistance on the brain, and it is increasing the stressors, let's call it, so that you have to focus more. You have to slow down the mind and really just kind of see things. So we're putting those stressors on, making us have to focus more. The brain learns to do so and to be successful. So once we take the stressors off and remove the glasses, our performance anxiety comes down. Because I've been training in that chaos and find a way to be successful with that chaos. And so now we take them off. This down here, this is the easy part. But when we get in those big moments, critical moments of the game, where there's that chaos, that big play that's got to happen, the big pitch, the big whatever it may be, since we've been training that high, we don't have to get up for it. And we're not getting overexcited about it. It's just another play. It's just another rep. And when we can teach our athletes to do that, to make their brain work faster, because the game keeps getting faster, then all of a sudden they're going to keep up with the game. Plus, if we can get that better focus at filet mignon time after time, we're going to be more consistent and we're going to succeed and execute more often. So that's what strobe glass will do. Again, something you can't do. I hate as good as you as a coach. And I look back at my coaches, and now I don't blame them for things. It was a lot on me that I wasn't able to do. But I'm Mike Cavers, the owner and CEO of Strobe Sport. You can catch me at strobesport.com. Catch me on my Instagram and Twitter and YouTube, all the Strobe Sport glasses, where you can find me. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me at mike@strobesport.com. I'm happy to do that. We can even get on a video message, or we can go over the glasses. I could go through all the different things and levels that we offer, and then kind of go over the drills, because we go over for baseball. I mean, hitting on the tee, front toss, machine toss, short hops, drop steps, football, with quarterbacks reading and throwing their pass, receivers catching, linemen, linebackers having to see the hole, running backs. So anything, when we can improve reaction time and focus, does that make you a better player? And the answer is heck yeah. So let's work on that piece and make better athletes. All right. Appreciate you guys for listening to me. Take care. Bye-bye.